Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. We're going to the top, to the top, to the top, baby. We're going to bring others with us. So let's get it popping. Let's get it cracking, like, and let's get into it. Growing Up Hip Hop Season 3, Episode 3 is going down. People are not believing anything that Brandon says, and people are believing that Brandon is a liar. He is not telling the truth, and basically he's not a fireman, and he talks behind people's backs like OMG. And Waka is not trusting Brandon at all. I was like, wow, it is going down. And basically the brat is not here for anybody new to take advantage of Deb because she don't want to hear it, and she ain't buying no sob stories. I was like, okay, Deb does like Remarkable Eazy-E's daughter. She's gonna work with her, and she's kind of feeling her, but she ain't drinking no vodka. Deb was like, I don't drink vodka. Oh, I don't blame you, Deb. No vodka here all day, every day. It is what it is. So I was just like, okay, we got Bow Wow meets up with Angela, and basically Bow Wow describes the same type of story that, Kiyomi describes. And basically Bow Wow is not taking any ownership of the situation. He feels like it wasn't his fault, and she was acting up, and he was assaulted, and he's the victim. It is what it is. But Angela came through to show some love, to let Bow Wow know she's still his friend. They still cool, but that ship has sailed. There's no way Angela is going to marry Bow Wow, get with him, because he has done some things in the past that maybe her father might not look likely to, because we already know Angela's baby's father, her father, Reverend Run did not go to the funeral service at all, or the awake service at all. So I don't think he will approve of Bow Wow because of the shenanigans. But Bow Wow do have business. He is executive producer of the show, and he got the do-rag line, and he's coming out with wave cream, and he's coming out with brushes to brush your waves, baby. So we'll see what happens. And we get Tammy. She's all sexy up and doing her video, and basically Waka got her back. He's supporting her. It is what it is. But Ayana, she is not feeling Brandon, and Brandon's coming in, and they're not feeling Brandon. Do you believe Brandon is a fireman or not? I was like, when Waka Flocka said he's not even built or shaped like a fireman, I was like, that's so cold, that's so low down, that's so dirty, baby. I was like, OMG, this is how we gonna do it, this is how we play now. I was like, wow. So it is what it is. So let's get into it. Let's get it popping. So we still at Bow Wow's party, and basically Kiyomi didn't show up to the party. It was Remarkable Eazy-E's daughter. She came through. She looked good. She looked pretty. It is what it is. And she's having a good time. And then we get on to Brandon. Brandon comes through with Natalia, and basically, Ayana and her girlfriend Amy are sitting there, and Ayana's not feeling it. She says she knows Brandon's been talking about her, saying things about her, and basically he ain't gonna own up to it, and he is a lawyer, and she don't want to listen to his lies anymore. She just wants to prove him wrong and all that other stuff. And Brandon basically is like, whatever, it's all good. I'm just gonna step away. It is what it is. And Ayana's not happy that her cousin, Natalia is over there chilling with Brandon. She don't appreciate it. She don't like it. And then on top of that, Ayana does not want to talk to Brandon at all. She don't want to see him. She don't want to get into discussion with him, because all he's doing is going to lie. And basically he's going to be fishing for information, see how much information Ayana knows of what Brandon allegedly said about her. And Brandon is acting like he got no clue the reason why Ayana is mad. So okay, we'll see how this breaks down. And then we got Ayana talking about Bow Wow don't even like him. I don't even know why he's here. And she asked Bow Wow, did you invite Brandon? He was like, nah, I didn't even know homie was coming. And right now Ayana's kind of pissed, and she's like, this is all Deb's doing. Deb is setting it up. Yes, Deb is setting it up, but Bow Wow, he's chilling, and he's feeling Natalia. But basically once he finds out she is a Scorpio, he runs for dear life. It is what it is. So Bow Wow's there. He looks clean. He's happy because he ain't got no more scratches on his face. His face done healed. He said he's back in business. I was like, you better chill out and relax, get yourself together, like Angela said, get some counseling, get some therapy, and focus on your business, because Deb said some real shit about your daughter. Deb was like, Bow Wow, you don't want your daughter to turn around and meet a man just like you, because she'll be somebody's B word. I was like, damn, Deb, you had to hit with the low blow that his daughter might be somebody's B word. I was like, OMG, Deb. And so Ayana, she's talking to Brandon right now at this moment, and she was like, you a liar, you don't try to call me. Only time you want to call me is when you want to film with me. You just want to film. It's all about money. You just want to film with me so we can be cool, whatever, and you don't really care about the relationship. And blah, like, she's going way too hard. I guess she's really upset. I guess she's she's really mad. Doesn't seem that deep at all because we don't know what Brandon said. What did Brandon say about you? Like, come on, what it is. Amy ain't even upset. Amy ain't even mad. So is this a ploy? Is this a storyline? Brandon was like, I did call you. Look, and she was like, oh, it was around filming. And Brandon was like, I wasn't even filming. She was like, yeah, you didn't know that you was filming. You thought you was gonna be filming, but you wasn't filming. So, but they got Brandon back on the show, and Bao knew he was showing up to his club because he's the executive producer. So stop trying to play with us and play them games with us like we don't know. And all the girls that was there at the club look like they were hired. They don't look like they was just chilling and having fun and they were your friends, Bao. You know. Bow Wow got to get with the grown woman status. He needs to date somebody around his age and someone that is financially secure and stable and also be able to deal with Bow Wow and his shenanigans too as well, because he ain't perfect, just like Kiyomi ain't perfect. But Kiyomi did love Bow and she did have his back and she never talked crap about him. But if, you know, it went down like the way it did, it is what it is. That, you know, she had to call the cops on him to help herself because she said she was, you know, locked in a closet, locked in a room, and the police came and knocked on the door and everything. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, they left and then she called again, and then that's when they got out of control, and that's when the police was able to gain entry into the apartment. And then they seen Bow Wow bruises, and they took them both and for mutual combat. So we got Brandon here talking about he don't know what's going on with Ayana, and he basically he ain't gonna stress the situation at all. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, oh, it's just way too much Brandon. But Brandon is cool, but if he's not a fireman, this is going to be a kick and a half. And so we got Bow Wow. He meets up with Angela. Angela comes through looking nice. She always dressed nice. She's on point with the way she dresses. I mean, yes, them heels that she had on that match very well with that little tank top she got tied up. She looked good, girl. Let me tell you. Angela be coming through all the time perfect. She be coming through without any, everything's perfect. Everything's in order with her look. You know what I'm saying? And so Bow Wow's looking at her, checking her out. Bow, it's over. That ship has sailed. And so basically she's asking Bow Wow about the situation. What happened went down, and Bow Wow's describing the situation. And basically he's saying that, we was arguing, whatever, and then boom, and then she called the police. The police came. There was nothing found. Nothing was going on. And then she called the police again, and then saying that we kidnapped her. We did this. We did that to her or whatever. But she bit me. My bruises just healed, and all this other stuff. He had to get a technic shot and all this other stuff, basically what he's saying. Bow Wow should have left the situation because he's more mature, he's older, he's the man. And if you want to be grown, you got to do grown people shit. You could tear up my house. I'd rather have you tear up my house than have this rumor and be facing charges and people accusing me of being an abuser, especially Deb ain't gonna let it go. She thinks you are an abuser and you are basically acting like you're a victim. And so we have that situation. So Angela's just like, oh my God, wow, this sounds tragic. This sounds crazy. Like, why are you going to? She was like, whoa. She was like, you need to, be single. You need to get some help. You need to get it together, baby. They talk about their children. She was just like, yo, take it easy. Wow, this sounds really bad. She don't know what to say. Like, she's shocked about, like, damn. And she's not going to say, I believe you, I don't believe you. She's just listening and being a friend to the situation because she don't want to make no judgment, because people do go off of what celebrities say when they judge each other and say, oh, I believe this about the person. Then people think, oh, it may be some truth to it because that person know them and they're close. So she's just basically being quiet about the situation and just listening. And Bow Wow's trying to shoot his shot, but he ain't getting his shot because Angela ain't having it. Yes, he was flirting. He was doing everything he can to get with her, but I think he was just playing too as well. And then we got Waka Flocka and Tammy. Basically, they working out, doing a damn thing because she's getting fit for her video. And then with that situation, Waka was like, take your aggression out when 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, basically all the times that he got caught out there and basically on the street and on the road and just doing whatever. So they getting ready, and she's so happy that Waka Flocka is supporting her. Waka and Tammy look so cute together. I do like their chemistry. I just wish he would keep his word testicles in his pants. You know what I'm saying? But he'd be all over, Tammy. When Tammy was getting out the car, he was grabbing her booty. Like, that's just normal reaction. Like, that's what he always does. He always grabbing his wife. because he wants to show her affection. Because we know in marriage boot camp, he says he likes to be affectionate and he likes affection, and it's hard for him to get it from her. And only way he can get it from her is basically getting her mad and getting upset or whatever, and basically getting under her skin and being annoying. So that's what he does. So we get the brat and we get Deb. They basically they meet up and they talking and they got this boot camp going on and they're happy about it. And you know the brat's talking about she's tired of these YouTube artists coming to the radio station, basically don't know how to conduct herself or behave or whatever, don't know what to say. And I asked him a question about the album. All I can say is dope. I was like, come on, Brat. Nah, don't be talking about my fellow YouTubers. You know what I'm saying? We YouTubers out here in these streets. Why are you dissing us, Brat? But Brat does look pretty. I like Brat's makeup, and I like that little bandana and her lipstick and her earrings. She looks nice with her little 2 pixels. So anyways, we have that situation, and then you got none other than Deb talking about Bow Wow ain't shit. She's like, Bow Wow is lying, basically. She was like, I had a conversation with Bow Wow when I met up with him. I didn't know whether to slap the shit out of him or feel sorry for him. And then you got the brat talk about he's very manipulative. And so basically, they like if the court basically if they were character witnesses just based off their statements on the show, Bow Wow would be under the jail. Let me tell you, because basically they be shit on Bow Wow like he's immature, you know, he's manipulative and all, and he be lying and he don't like to take accountability. He thinks he's a victim all the time and he's immature. I was like, she was going in, and Deb was like, what about if your daughter turn around and meet a man like you and she becomes, you know, she could become somebody's B word. He's not looking at the big picture. I was like, Deb, you're going in. Deb is going off on the situation. Basically, you already know how Deb is, and Deb was like, he's in denial. He's acting like he's a victim. He's acting like, you know, he don't know what happened. And basically she is disgusted with Bow Wow, and Bow Wow's her storyline. And basically that incident with Kiyomi and Bow Wow has basically been the first 3 episodes, you know, storyline. So why ain't Kiyomi? I hope Kiyomi's getting broken off, because everybody's talking about the situation and Angela's talking about it. You know, the brat, everybody on the cast, this is what everybody is focusing on, that Bow Wow and Kiyomi situation, you know, and the club, in the elevator, and in the bedroom or at his house. You know what I'm saying? Like, she needs to get paid too. Like, come on. So we have this situation, and basically, you know, Deb is not feeling Bow. She's not feeling it or whatever. And basically she wants him to actually realize what he's doing, and blase and a third. And she believes that he's in denial, straight denial. We got Tammy. She's doing her video shoot. She looked pretty. She looked sexy. She looked good. Waka was sitting there puffing on that puff blow. It looked so real. I was like, and you know, Tammy was nervous too as well, because she was like, I'm half naked in a room with 3 guys looking at me. This is like a porn video. And basically she's like, yo, she ain't comfortable with that. Not that she's not comfortable with her, she kind of not comfortable with her body because she gained weight, but just to be all sexy and to be in lingerie with guys that you don't know, but at least she got her husband sitting at the chair looking at her. Waka Flocka, I really like this. I do like the chemistry between Waka Flocka and Tammy. They should film them more. It would be great. Then we got none other than Brandon. He walks through, he comes through, he meets Eazy-E's daughter. Basically he's listening to her music. He's like, oh, okay, you sound good, you sound nice, I like it or whatever. And then that's when Brandon comes in talking about he's still artist development, he still do talent stuff and this and that. There's a boot camp coming up with Deb. Maybe I can introduce you to, you know, my mammy or whatever. So it is what it is. And you know, she's happy about the situation, but she also asked Brandon, what was going on with you and Ayana? Like, what was happening at that Bow Wow situation at the party? And then Brandon was like, nothing. It is what it is. And then they started to talk about the Bow Wow situation. Then Brandon is asking her, you know, like, what do you think? Do you think he's guilty? You think he's a woman beater? You know what I'm saying? And then you got Brandon talking about Bow Wow, you going to jail. I was like, come on, Brandon. Bow is going to get you. So we honestly can see that Bow and Brandon do not get along at all. It is what it is. It was like he was trying to get that girl to say that Bow Wow is guilty. Like, she's trying to get put on. She ain't trying to bite the hand that feeds her. Shit. And so Brandon was like, you know what, I'm gonna call Deb and tell her that your music is good. We're gonna do the damn thing. And basically he's saying that if you're willing to grow, then we can grow, baby. We can grow. And then we got Ayana. Ayana is still pissed off. She's still upset. She ain't feeling Brandon. She think Brandon's a liar. She don't think he's really a fireman. And basically she can't wait till the truth comes out and it be revealed to everybody, because she know he lying. She know he ain't telling the truth. She knows he's about that life. And so then we get Bow Wow's mother. I think her name is Teresa. She meets up with Angela. She likes Angela. Angela's the one that got away. Bow Wow says she's the one that got away. And Bow Wow mother is like, Angela, like, you were the best girlfriend. Of course she was, because she was, they were both on the same level at that time too as well. Childhood stars too. They both, and then, they both had, entertainment in that background, and it was good for them. Like, and they both had like good images, you know what I'm saying? Like, there was no dirt on their name. There was nothing negative tied to them, and people wasn't saying negative stuff about Bow Wow back then, or about Angela back then, because she was like, royalty or whatever. But she's still up there. But people got things to say about, whatever her situation is with, having a baby out of wedlock, which who's not doing it? But anyway, so we have that situation. And so she was like, so Angela was like, is Bow Wow getting any help? Is he getting any counseling? We're like, what's going on? What's real with this situation, baby? What's going on? And so she was like, yeah, therapy's really helping, and blase in the third. But if you listen, and then Bow Wow mother was like, people want me to let my son hit rock bottom and turn my back on him. I ain't doing it. And she's talking about Deb, because Deb wants her to turn her back on Bow Wow. Deb ain't gonna turn her back on Waka Flocka or any of her children. She might put them in that place and make them privately admit that they're wrong or whatever, and do the right thing that they're supposed to do. But she ain't gonna publicly, have them admit to a crime on camera. So anyways, we have that situation. And so then we get the brat, and we get, Deb. They meet up with Eazy-E's daughter, Remarkable. And the brat was like, OMG, she's bright. She looks so bright. Yeah, she looked pretty, but brat was like, she's cute. I like her look or whatever. Blase and the third. Deb was like, okay. And so then basically they, Remarkable was like, I heard that vodka has less calories than a banana. And so then Deb was like, I ain't drinking no damn vodka. Who drinks vodka? That's good news, but I don't drink vodka. And so we got that situation going on. Then they asked her questions about herself, and do she want to go to a boot camp, blase and the third. So they must already listen to her music. Remarkable's feeling nervous, so she wants to order a drink, because she knew Deb was there. She knew all the business aspect, and she's been around the block, and she's been round again. But she didn't know that super duper artist that the brat was going to be there. Someone that really can actually judge her music and this and that. And she's like, brat is royalty to her too as well. And so, brat is like, this is Eazy-E's daughter, so that's why I'm meeting up with her. Blase and the third. It is what it is. And so basically, Remarkable tell them her story, her sob story, which is sad. Like, ooh, Lord have mercy. She almost had me pouting again. You know what I mean? The first time I heard her story, it was sad, because you'd be like, damn, this is Eazy-E's daughter. As much money he has made, the record label, the industry, the much money he has made producers, the much money he has made so many people. His children is growing up poor, living homeless, being abused, living in group homes. They don't supposed to end like that. Eazy-E started this shit. He helped put the foundation down for music from Compton, music from LA, and all that other stuff. And he made so much money, and now his kids are living like that. It's just crazy. So anyways, that's what makes me sad, because it's something that didn't supposed to be. So anyway, she tells a top story. Deb was like, I got you. You can come to the boot camp. And they was like, do you think you're too big for the boot camp? Remarkable was like, I'm down. I'm here, Sergeant. Like, tell me what you want me to do. I'm ready. I've been hustling. I've been grinding. Whatever you ladies can guide me and take me, I will go with you, because you know what? You always need some help. You need people to point, sometimes people that have been there, done that, point you in the right direction, especially if Deb used to, manage Nicki Minaj and, Waka Flocka and Gucci and all the other people. And then on top of that, you got Brat. She got hit. She's been in the business for years. So you're dealing with some elite people too as well, that know what you're going to face and what you're going to end up, because the game never changes. Only the player changes. So anyways, but the Brat is not feeling this shit. The Brat was like, yo, Deb, okay, I know you're getting all marshmallow inside. You're getting all soapy and soft inside. But listen, you better chill out, because I'm not trying to have another situation like you had with all the other artists that was on this show and basically going crazy. And Brad is not feeling that, Remarkable got the meeting through Brandon, because the brat is not feeling Brandon. She don't like Brandon. And now Remarkable understands that the brat does not like Brandon. Hopefully Remarkable does not go back and tell Brandon what the brat said, because that's gonna put her in the mix. So we'll see what happens with this situation. I was just like, hey baby, it is what it is. The brat ain't falling for it. She was like, everybody got a sob story, a sad story, and blasting the third. So it is what it is. I was just like, So moving on from that, the brat was like, Brandon, she got hit through Brandon. Oh, if she was an Easy E daughter, I would walk away. Then we got Waka Flocka. He's chilling, and basically he don't know what the title of Tammy's song's going to be, but he gonna be there. He gonna support her. He gonna help her. Blase in the third, and they're not really feeling Brandon. Brandon's suspicious. Brandon's background, they can't do no research on it. They're not really finding out information, and they're not feeling him. And also Waka Flocka was like, my mom forced us to like, Brandon. My mom forced us to have him in our circle and our mix. And that Tammy said the last episode that Waka felt and the other brother felt a certain type of way because Brandon went and took their brother's room that is deceased, and it's just basically like the brothers couldn't even go in the room and basically remember their brother or think about them or just think about him or just be one-on-one with him in his room where they used to come and conjugate and talk to each other, because now Brandon's in that room. And the mom was like, and Deb was like forcing her sons to like Brandon, and it was like they had no choice in the situation. So Waka Flocka's not feeling that, so they don't know what Brandon's up to. Then a fire truck comes by, and they don't believe that Brandon is a fireman at all. Why did the fire truck have to ride by? And the first thing they said, you really believe he's a fireman? Waka Flocka was like, I never seen a fireman with that build or shape. The other dude was like, Brandon complained about taking out the trash. How can he be a fireman and go to save people's life? And so we get Bow Wow and Angela. Basically, they meet up. Bow Wow said, if you ain't married by 35, no, we should get married and have kids. She was like, I ain't making no deal with you or whatever. So they're meeting up at the vegan restaurant, and they have what was the name of it? Unbelievable Burgers. I mean, like, I can't find that. It's not Unbelievable Burgers that they said in the show. That said something like Impossible Burger. Yeah, Impossible Burger is actually the best burger that you can eat that's actually really not natural. I thought Beyond Burgers was good, or Beyond products, and they're not. So it is what it is. But only restaurant carry Impossible Burgers, and Impossible Burgers are the most healthiest vegan food for you. So anyway, so we have that situation. Basically, Bow Wow saying what he's saying, that he's gonna be single. Maybe he don't deserve somebody. And then he was like, she was like, Angela was like, you should take some time with yourself, be with yourself, study yourself, and see what yourself wants. And he was like, I love myself. He said, I got as my on my phone cover is me. And so she was like, you should have your daughter, not yourself. And Bob was kind of took him back by that. He didn't know what to say. So it was like, okay, so it is what it is. Bow Wow does look cute. He does look like he's such a nice kid or whatever, but he's not a kid. He's a grown man. But sometimes he just acts immature. And I think he like he said, he can be himself. He can be funny. He can be loving with Angela because she was there from the beginning. He knew it from the beginning. They have a bond. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. And then, and he trusts her not to do anything to him, and she trusts him not to do anything to her, but she ain't gonna be involved with no shenanigans. But she ain't feeling Bow Wow. That ship has been sailed. So stop trying to sell us this relationship with Angela and Bow Wow, Angela and Romeo. The shit ain't happening. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. It would be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart. Tell me if you guys like this show, like me reviewing the show. Hit the like button for me, because my weekends can become Thursday, because I only work a half a day on Thursday, you know what I'm saying? But I stay up to watch this show. So you guys let me know if you like this review, if this is one of the shows you want me to review, because if not, I'll take it off the list, baby. So Peep Squad is in the building, baby. You guys have a wonderful week, and thank you for tuning in. I really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. My peeps, my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building. Peep Squad is in the building. We're going to the top, to the top, to the top, baby. We're going to bring others with us. Peace. I'm out. One love.